What's up guys, it's Travis and welcome back to my channel. As you guys know, we are having another bloody red day in the crypto space. So I wanted to make another video today just to let you guys know that everything is going to be okay. If you're buying Bitcoin and you're planning on holding it for the long term, we have seen that up until 2 weeks ago, everyone who bought Bitcoin was in profit. And there will be a time where Bitcoin will be above its previous all-time highs. And so if you buy now or later on down the road at these lower prices, the chances of Bitcoin reaching a higher price than it did 2 weeks ago is very likely, just based off of history. So if you guys are excited to get value from today's video and learn a little bit more about why Bitcoin is dropping and why I told you guys just a few videos ago I expected Bitcoin to drop, and now we're seeing that happen, and I want to reassure you guys that everything is going to be okay. So if that sounds good to you guys and you get value from today's video, then please make sure to leave that thumbs up button down below and subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future. Let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so here we are. Just like I mentioned in my previous videos, we are taking a look at these monthly candles for Bitcoin. And like we said before, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green candles in a row in this bull market. Now, this is not very common when it comes to even Bitcoin, which we all know Bitcoin goes crazy. Bitcoin likes to go up a crazy amount and then it comes crashing down and then it goes back up. And right when you decide to sell it, usually that's when it decides to go back up. So like I've mentioned to you guys in my previous videos, when you have this many green candles in a row, it's about time that we start getting a red monthly candle. So here's the bloody red candle that we've all been waiting for, and now we can finally move on. Now we still have 7 days left until we close this month, but I do expect to hold somewhere around these levels in order to continue the bull market. And so you might ask, well, Travis, why do we need these red candles? Why can't we just continue to go up? Well, for people like us who have been watching this channel for a while, who've been in Bitcoin for a while, we were all getting invested in Bitcoin back here before Bitcoin even hit $10,000 if you were lucky. And so taking a look at this chart, going all the way up to almost $65,000 a coin, there are a lot of people taking profits at this point. And so not only do we see people taking profits, that begins to start a chain reaction, which leads to these massive dips. And so that's what we're experiencing right now. All right, so the next thing that I want to share with you guys, and another reason for why Bitcoin may have dropped, is if we come over here and take a look at these expirations on calls and puts. These first expirations are set to expire today, the 23rd, and these second set of expirations are due to expire April 30th. And so as you guys can see right here, the blue on these bars represent calls, while the red represents puts. Now the blue on these bars stand for the people that believe Bitcoin is going to go up by these dates, while the red believes that Bitcoin is going to go down by these dates. And so there's always been a lot of volatility at the end of each one of these months. And if you go back and take a look at Bitcoin's chart, you guys will be able to see that Bitcoin has dropped for the last 3 months at the end of each month in expectation of these expirations. This is a perfect illustration explaining to you guys what we tend to see at the end of each month when it comes to Bitcoin's chart. Then we had this nice run up beginning right around the beginnings of February, all the way up till the middle of February. Begins to come back up at the beginning of March. Halfway through March, comes back down towards the end of the month. Then we start green again. Then we start heading down towards the end of the month. This is where we're at right now with April. So I believe that a lot of traders were expecting this with the Bitcoin price. As you guys can see, like clockwork, it happens almost every single time at the end of each one of these months. All right, so here is another great indicator that I like to look at when it comes to when I buy and sell my Bitcoin. So coming over here to the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, you guys can see that we're all the way down at 55 on the Fear and Greed Index. And usually when you get down to these levels, this is where you start to see a bottom. And so with that being said, let's come on down over to their graph, and they actually give us some technical data to support this. So let's take a look at the 3 month. As you guys can see, usually when we get down to these 55 levels, this is where we tend to start to see a reversal. So now we're back here at 55. everyone's freaking out, and that's where I like to buy. So there is a possibility that we could continue lower with Bitcoin before we start to see that reversal, just to continue to cause fear and try and get people to sell their Bitcoin. But at the end of the day, these are the times where I like to buy. So like I said, this Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index is another great indicator that I like to look at when it comes to when is Bitcoin oversold and when is it overbought. Now here's another interesting graph that I found by The Rational Root, who I found on Twitter. Coming over here and taking a look, you guys can see that we can cross-reference these colored lines with 2017, 2013, and 2021. So we are right now, we're the pink, and we're right in between 2013 and 2017's graph. And as you guys can see right here in this dark oval, right around this time, we usually see a fairly large correction, and that's what we're experiencing right now. We tend to go sideways for a bit, and then we continue with the bull run, and towards the end of the bull run, that is when we have this parabolic growth. So to end this video, I want to leave you guys off with some positive news. Bitcoin is on discount right now, 30% from where it was 2 weeks ago. Think about that for a second. Usually, most investors like you and I like to buy things when they're performing well. And so that usually means that we're ending up buying these assets when they're close to their tops. Well, now Bitcoin is nowhere near its top. It is 30% down from its previous all-time highs, and we were just there 2 weeks ago. So we have seen a dramatic drop in the Bitcoin price. Could it dip lower? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, this is a great buying opportunity for Bitcoin, something that has a hard cap that cannot be recreated. So I just wanted to reassure you guys with this video, this is not the end of the bull market. We have a lot of room to grow from here. There is so much stuff going on right now with inflation and taxes and FUD, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the markets. A lot of people are freaking out, and usually I have found that that is the best time to invest. This is not financial advice. This is just something that I'm personally going to be doing. And so in the long term, Bitcoin's sitting right around $50,000 a coin. I believe Bitcoin is going to be well over $1 million a coin by the end of, let's say, 10 years from now. So I really don't care what it does now. I just see this as an opportunity to get into Bitcoin at a lower price. But that's pretty much all I've got for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're able to get some sort of value. If you did, then please make sure to leave that thumbs up button down below and subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future. I'm Travis Trades, and I'll be seeing you guys very soon in the upcoming episode. Take it easy, guys.